Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Football Manager here on the ChesnoidPlays channel. We're continuing on with our journeyman, currently at Notts County, and we're actually having a remarkably good season. It didn't start off very well, or started off inconsistently, and then we just started to wipe the floor with everyone. And long may that continue. I'll show you the schedule. So we start off with 3 straight wins. I thought, hello, we might be in for something here. Then we only got 2 wins in our next 7, and I was like, maybe we're not in for something here. But then we decided to go and win 9 straight league games. And then win 2 of the next 3 after the draw against Yeovil as well. So we're in a great position. We find ourselves 4 points clear at the top of the table over Barnet. 8 points clear of Solihull in 3rd. I was going to say 6. Although we have 7th place Gateshead on the horizon. And then we have Oldham twice over New Year's. And then the difficult games come again around about here. So Solihull Moors, Halifax, Eastleigh, Yeovil. But we play... When do we next play Barnet? Not till the 18th of March. Obviously, the transfer window in non-league is open from like May till March. So we can make signings whenever we like. But we're waiting till the January transfer window for the other clubs of teams we're trying to sell to, before we figure out exactly what we're going to do. But I do have some money available in my wage budget, so we might have something happening in January, or between January and March, once we've freed stuff up. We'll wait and see. But for the time being, we're going to crack on and play this game away from home against Maidenhead, whilst I ask you to drop the video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And follow me on Twitch, where you can come and watch these live. Link down below if you would like to. Bayrami is continuing to grow, which is superb. Let's crack on and see if we can't keep our run of form going away from home against 20th placed Maidenhead United. Although Mikulski did score a good goal against us when we played them earlier on in the season. I think actually Maidenhead were the first fixture we played this year. We won 3-1. They went 1-0 up, then we conceded to then score 3 after that. They've lost a number of games in a row though, so that might help us. But we have to make the dominance pay. There's no point getting all of the possession to then get caught on a counter and go 1-0 down. And then have a side at the bottom who are fighting for their lives, go into a defensive shell and keep us out. Oh! There's no keeping Kedwin Scott out. What a finish. I was surprised he was onside when the ball was played over the top, because he was in behind quite a few different players there. Was it Kyle Cameron? It was. Might have been the number 3 that played him on. He could have squared it, but no. Confidence is high with Kedwin Scott, and Berry in the far corner. He has done from a tight angle. It's one of the best goals he scored all season. We lead by 1-0. A second or a third goal might be nice, just to stop the potential of this happening. Kroll misses his header. Mikulski will play the through ball back again. Mitchell is in, and an equaliser for Maidenhead. That's exactly what I wanted. The second or third frigging goal. They are level, and it is a well-worked one as well, although it came from an individual error. Luke Kroll, the man that we put in the starting lineup for the tired Bayrami, completely misses the ball entirely. Well done, mate. They are quite simply anywhere will do for them mode at the minute at the back defensively. The ball just keeps coming and they can't seem to get rid of it. And Langstaff somehow squeezes that home. We lead again by 2-1. Thank the Lord for that. Barnet equalised. Carnu, bugger, 1-1. 6 points the gap at the top then. Provided we can hold on, but that's fine. It's not a problem. I mean, a 6-point gap at the top is still a 6-point gap at the top. They drew and didn't win, so we weren't our best, but we got a result, and I'm very pleased with that. Up next, though, is a difficult game at home against Gateshead, who are 7th. They've just lost 3-2 to Dagenham, who are in the bottom 4, so they're going to want a reaction to that, which we have to be prepared for. Gateshead at home, on paper, should be... I'm not going to jinx it. It's going to be an interesting tie, because they're trying to stay in the playoffs, whereas we're obviously trying to maintain our position at the top of the table. We did beat them away, so they might want a little bit of payback for that. They just lost at home to a side in the relegation zone, so they'll want to fight back from that as well. They've lost 3 of their last 5, but they do have some good players. And our 2 top goal scorers, Langstaff and Kedwin Scott, both played for Gateshead last year when they got promoted. They came up from the league below and are already challenging to potentially get themselves into the Football League for the first time. Don't think Gateshead have ever been in the Football League, have they? I might be mistaken, but I don't believe so. Not in their recent history, at the very least. They've always been, as far as I can recall, a Conference or Conference North side. Allen is skipping past everybody at will, though. Ollie to Jarvis, intercepted by Carl Cameron. Ruben Rodriguez. Okay, we've won it back, and we'll look to build ourselves. 5 minutes in here. This is a game that could go either way. They usually play in black and white. We're the ones in black and white today because we're the home side. They almost look like Scunthorpe with their away kit, with their away kit. Ruben Rodriguez looks for Langstaff, who's in. Oh, and he's got to bury that. He takes it brilliantly and then tries to put it home, but misses the target. He just managed to pretty much solidify relegation from the National North for your Brackley team. Yeah, it's not a great way to start a journeyman. Oh, that's a great way to start a game of football, though. Matthew Blake with his second goal of the season, a wonderful free kick. We lead inside 12 minutes. I do like a good free kick goal. We haven't scored many goals from corners, but I can't recall ever scoring a goal from a corner. That might be a pen and is given as such. Ruben Rodriguez from the spot. We might be able to make it 2-0 just 4 minutes after we made it 1-0. Ruben Rodriguez smacks it home. It is 2-0. Nice. Oh, it's beautiful. That assist, by the way, chef's kiss. Matty Palmer slots through Langstaff for his 20th of the season, and we are 3-0 in front in the 22nd minute. It's all about the assist. Bayrami into him here, and he sees the run, and he's like, I'm going to put it in that channel, mate. You just go. I trust that you'll get there. Langstaff is deadly as ever. 20th goal of the season in all competitions. 19th in the National League. 19 goals in 21 starts. Langstaff is a monster. That's not a bad way to start firing back, though, is it? Jeez. Campbell with the cross. Ollie with the finish. I think Ollie scored against us last time we played Gateshead as well. He's a player that we showed some interest in at the beginning of the season. Driven across. And I mean, that's quite the technique. Just roll the foot over the top of it. Keep it down. Is Ollie as good as he was? 16 free kicks. And yes, it does appear that Mr. Ollie is as good as ever. He's got 18 months left on his contract, frustratingly, because he'd probably be a good player for League 2, the bottom half of League 2. He's having a really good season. I do like him. I'll add him to my shortlist. Okay, it's 3-2. And we're not even half an hour in yet. Martin and Gallagher combine for Gallagher's 10th of the... No, for Martin's 10th of the season. Lovely cross. And he just gets the run on the defender and nods it home. Alright, this one is not done yet, lads. At all. This is it's just... when they get close like that and they press, you're just waiting for the error. You're waiting for the loss of possession. That's a lovely ball. I'm not sure if he's onside. If he is, it's going to be a great goal. And he is onside. So it's a great goal. Macaulay Langstaff scores his 21st goal in his 21st start in the National League this season. Jeff King forward to Ruben Rodriguez. Saw the run. Beautiful ping. That's us extending the lead back out to 2 and potentially going 9 points clear at the top of the table. Win that. Martin House. Whoa! Dan Ward! He's just waltzed onto that and smacked it. Again, Luke Kroll missing a header has cost us a goal. Ball lofted over the top. Kroll goes for it and misses it again. Martin down to Harris and, well, pick that out. Goal of the month, anyone? Steve Reichson. 60 seconds to go between us and a very important victory. We had to work damned hard for that, but we will take it. Gateshead had the reaction to their defeat to Dagenham and Redbridge, who have won again, by the way, against Eastleigh to keep themselves out the relegation zones. Dagenham and Redbridge on a bit of a revival right now. That's 10 games unbeaten for us at the minute. 10 games unbeaten in all competition. Well, no, 10 games unbeaten in the league. And up next, we have the opportunity to go unbeaten still. Although it's FA Trophy football coming next. I want to rest these guys, but at the same time, I just can't because they're the ones that are winning me games. Between them, we have 49 goals. 49 goals between the three of them. In half a season. We're only at December. They might be on to score 100 goals between them this year. Kings Lynn Town in the FA Trophy. Proving it once again here. Kedwin Scott in the box. Langstaff in the middle. What a challenge. Wow. That was unreal. What a tackle. They still might end up conceding though. Langstaff is past his man brilliantly and slots it home. Oh, I love that. The new match engine this year with the extra animations and the smoothness of the animations, the new touches. It just looks more alive, more like it plays out more like a game of football. The way that he takes that first touch to knock it past the man and then slots it home in the near post. I really rate that. Obviously, graphically, fidelity-wise, it could look a hell of a lot better. But with the current engine, it looks really nice. It's 2. Kyle Cameron. I always call him Kurt Cameron, I don't know why. Kyle Cameron. Centre-back to centre-back. Palmer with the assist again. Or the assist for the assist. Bayrami nods it back and his centre-back partner turns it home. 2-0, game over. I'm a Cambridge United fan, Samos. They've pulled one back. It is Jordan Ponticelli. It was always going to be him if they were going to score. And it was a great move. A really good move. Nice team goal, that. Brilliant ball over the top. Matthew Blake's had a bit of a switch off there. And he did earlier on when they played the initial ball forward. He could have gotten on the end of it and let the Kings Lynn man take it. Their first shot on goal, on target at least, and they've scored it as well. I might have jinxed myself. I said when we went 2-0 up, I was like, and that's game over. Not yet. Kirby has his pocket picked. They might be about to get another, you know. They're in behind. Bayrami. They are going to get another mistake from Bayrami. Ponticelli at the double. Kings Lynn level it up. I have jinxed myself. If we go out the FA Trophy, it means we can concentrate on the league, but I don't want to go out the bloody FA Trophy. Or if we can do a league and cup double, that'd be great. I don't know what he's doing there. It's just one of those FM goals where it just doesn't make any sense. It looks like we're headed to extra time. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Although, there is another highlight. The 94th minute. Kings Lynn trying to get forward. Bayrami's already made one mistake. Blake's already made one mistake. Has he just made a second? That might kill us. What a challenge by Kedwin Scott. But still, Wheeler comes forward. A Kings Lynn about to absolutely murder us. Widrington. Bolton over the top. Ponticelli underneath it. Kirby, counter. He's making the run down the left. Kedwin Scott. Blake. Oh, it's just poor looking for Langstaff. Can we recover it? Kedwin's up well. Matty Palmer looking for Langstaff. Flicks it on. It's poor. It's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's going to be extra time is what it's going to be. Or is it? Or is it Langstaff? Palmer. Ping. Kedwin Scott looking to get in behind. Support arriving in numbers. Kedwin Scott. Oh! Kedwin Scott wins it with a worldie in the 95th minute. He thought his goal in the last game against Gateshead was good. How's that for pressure situation? 95th minute, after being 2-0 up and pegged back to 2-2, he pulls that out. He might as well fist pump. Wow. Wow. Well, obviously disappointed with the way that we let them back in it. But it's the sign of a team that are potential championship material when, despite those mistakes, you don't give up, you keep going and you get the result. And how? So next up, 23rd placed Oldham. I don't really need to say much ahead of this game, do I? It should be pretty straightforward, the team talk. It should be pretty straightforward, the game. Although Kings Lynn was not, evidently. Oldham down from League 2 last season and potentially on their way down again. A double relegation threatens them. If we pick up where we left off last time against Kings Lynn, i.e. that last victory, just in general, not necessarily the... Well, to be fair, the performance as well. Just cut the mistakes out and we'll get a straightforward win. To be fair, though, they have been turning their form around, but did lose to Chorley in the FA Trophy last time round. Or was that in the league? No, Chorley aren't in our league, are they? Yeah, they lost to Chorley in the FA Trophy, but they're trying to recover their season and are actually doing a half-decent job of doing so. It's not going to be as obvious a game, this, as perhaps you might think. We'll only give Ruben Rodriguez half a game as well, because he's still coming back from flu. Bless him. I don't want to run the guy ragged. Cameron to Kirby. Kirby to them. Thank you for the follow, Shinjiro. Welcome to the channel, mate. You just finished your first season with Oldham, the first ever former Premier League team to play non-league after getting relegated last year. How did you get on, Saucy? Better than they have in this save so far, perhaps? Oh, the pass. You've got to finish that, Macaulay. That's a waste. That's a beautiful potential assist. That through ball is unreal. Nia Kirby, another great through ball. Langstaff's not going to waste two opportunities. Buried! 23rd goal of the season. We lead 1-0 against the side in the relegation zone. Good header. Nice little layoff. Good football. Actually, it was a 1-2 between Langstaff and Kirby. A give and go, as they say. Good finish. It's been the first time, I think, in any save where I've had three men be that prolific as a trio. I don't think I've had like a partnership before with a front two or a striker and a winger be prolific, but oh, Langstaff's just deadly. And it's Kedwin Scott again. I've never known a front three like this. This trio are just unreal. Matty Palmer. That's a decent whip. Blake will recover. Is Nia Kirby. All caught on it by Threlkeld. But I tell you what, how's that for work ethic from Nia Kirby? Loses possession and sprints 20 yards to recover it. Ollie Tanner played in behind. It's actually Scott. It's Kedwin Scott into Langstaff. It's Langstaff's hat-trick and Kedwin Scott at the heart of it again. If I lose Langstaff to injury, I'm screwed. Well, we did lose him for about 3 or 4 weeks, didn't we, earlier in the season? And Kedwin Scott stepped up. 9 points clear. If we can win the title... I know I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're only 2 games into the second half of the season. But if we can win the title as early as possible, it might convince those that are considering their options to consider staying. Nia Kirby, driver on the outside. Is he going to give a pen for that? Not sure about that. Not sure about that at all. The chance for a fourth then. Who's taking it? It's Jim O'Brien. Of course it is. Bottom corner. Slotted. Love that from the old timer. That's his 5th goal of the season. 4 of which have been penalties. Macaulay Langstaff gets Player of the Month. Unsurprisingly. I get Manager of the Month. Unsurprisingly, with 5 wins in 5 games. Come on then. Let's get another one done. Oldham away. Russell Slade manager there. If we play the same way we did a week ago against them, where they got that L, then we should be fine, right? We might not start quite so electrically as we did in that game, but still, given the nature of the game so far, you'd like to think it's only a matter of time until we score, with them having not created a single chance and only had 24% possession of the ball. But it's football and it's Football Manager, so it's not necessarily a given that you're going to get the breakthrough. However, 90 seconds into the second half, we have gotten that breakthrough. We lead. We've absolutely hammered them for a second time. The momentum is literally all us. They had 1 shot And now watch them get and equalise it in the 93rd minute. Wait for it. You know it's coming. We wouldn't have been surprised if it had. It still could. It still could. It would be so FM. Never mind. That's the final whistle. Good win, lads. Well done. We'll take the 3 points. Boreham Wood at home. Rather evidently, it's a game we have to win. It's a game we should be winning. But Boreham Wood do have some quality. So just because they've had a poor season doesn't mean that they're not going to potentially throw a spanner in the works here. Armour, ping. He's got pain injections for those bruised ribs. He should be fine. Shouldn't affect his performance at all. King, Ruben Rodriguez, Langstaff, Macaulay. 1-0 Notts County. Happy, 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 happy. Thank you, Macaulay. Please don't ever go anywhere. Whoa. Okay. That was pretty good from Josh Reese. He's just let fly. There was no stopping that. It was past the keeper before he even got even remotely close to diving down for it. Takes a touch and then just thumps it. That's a very, very, very good goal, Josh. Sacked after 6 games at Sutton. We're 2-1 down. Owen Windsor with his 5th goal of the season. I said that Boreham Wood could provide a spanner in the works. They are absolutely doing that. It's all Boreham Wood. They're going to get a pen as well. Barnet are winning too. Is this the turning point? Is this potentially the turning point in the season? Boreham Wood 3, Notts County 1. Bobby Joe Taylor buries it in the bottom corner. And as Barnet are also winning, there's going to be a 3-point swing at the top of the table. It's the same Bobby Joe Taylor that came through the Cambridge youth system. I thought it would be. And the lead that could have been 11 is now only 6. That sucks. Dorking away in 7 days in the FA Trophy as well. And I'm starting to feel like I wouldn't mind going out of the FA Trophy to concentrate on the league. But I don't want to go out in this round because I absolutely don't want to lose back-to-back games. That run of form, we hadn't lost in the league since Aldershot and the 13th of September. We're now on the 7th of January. We went nearly 4 months without conceding. Sorry, without losing. It's fine. It's all about how you respond, isn't it? And our next opportunity to respond in the league is actually away against local rivals Chesterfield. That's going to make things intriguing. That is going to make things very intriguing. We have money to spend in January, but where I spend it depends on who leaves us. I am trying to move on Ed Francis with a view to bringing in Tom Carroll in his place. And I would very much like to do that if possible. And there's probably work that could be done elsewhere in the squad as well. But as it stands, that is where I will leave you for this YouTube video with slight change of plans. But that is where we will leave you for this YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any feedback for the January transfer window, let me have it in the comments section. What do you think I should do? We won 6 straight games to start today, but that defeat against Boreham Wood just has me questioning what to do moving forward. And I don't want to hastily move forward and miss an opportunity in the transfer window to make sure that we do get this league title. So that will be all for this one. Do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more. Follow me on Twitch on the link in the description down below as well. I'm going to be live every day for the rest of the week, so you're not going to want to miss any of that. But hopefully we can It's just a small blip. Hopefully it's just a small blip, like the Scarborough one. Hopefully it's just a small blip. We'll brush past it. We'll go and beat Dorking. We'll beat Chesterfield. We've got 3 straight away games, though, which isn't great. Now is a critical moment. But there is work to be done in the transfer window to perhaps help us ease through that critical moment and push on for the rest of the season. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.